Let me start with an apology. This Sunday's message turned out to be the same as last Sunday's message. Different stories, different illustrations, different shades of color, but the same heart. It's an important message, though. So important that for whatever reason, the Spirit has prompted me to preach it twice. It is this: honor the moments we have now. Be present in the present. You only have this moment now. Last week, we heard that theme through the story of Mary washing Jesus' feet. Mary didn't know how much longer they would have Jesus with them. His life was threatened, the situation was dicey. Why save the perfume for his funeral? Share it with him now. This story is a reminder to tell our loved ones now that we love them. Use the moment you have now. Don't save it for tomorrow, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. It is never a waste to pour out your love like an expensive essential oil on those you love. Let them hear it today, how much you love them. There's no guarantee that you're going to have tomorrow. Which brings us to today's message. Tomorrow will bring tragedy. So wave your palm branches now. I sound morbid and depressing, don't I? Sorry again. Despite appearances, this will be a happy, joyful sermon. But first, we need to talk about death. Like taxes, we're not going to escape it. While we don't know what tomorrow will hold, in one of your tomorrows to come, you will be struck with the grief of death. It will be sudden, even if you knew it was coming. It will be a shock, no matter how prepared you were for it. It will be painful. I'm sorry that there's nothing you can do now or then that will reduce the pain. Our faith will give you comfort and strength, but it's still no anesthetic for a broken heart. It will suck. I'm sorry. 5 days from now, we will celebrate Good Friday. We'll take a day to reflect on Christ's arrest, his trial, the humiliation of being stripped naked, the pain of being whipped, the horror of a cross, the stunned silence of his death. We don't rush ahead on that day. We don't jump over it and skip to the story of his resurrection. We look at that cross. We spend time with it. Knowing that Good Friday is coming makes it a little weird to wave palm branches today. It can feel like a bit of a false celebration, kind of like we're faking it. This isn't the time to really celebrate. Celebration happens at Easter. How can we be happy when we know something bad is still to come? But also, how can we not? You see, here's the truth that Palm Sunday speaks to. Bad things are going to happen. The future is filled with bad things. But do we let it intrude on the joy of today? Should you dampen your feelings now because you know that tomorrow brings heartbreak? How do we choose to live in this present moment? Last Sunday, I had a really lovely present moment. It was a beautiful sunny day, and for the first time, maybe ever, I wasn't late for church. I had time. And I happened to be scheduled at St. Andrew's, so I walked there. Halfway through that walk, I stopped and took this picture. It was a moment I realized that I might just be experiencing peak life. Old enough to be established and confident in my sense of self, enjoying ministry with some wonderful churches, healthy and able body, with the sun shining. Perfect. I won't always have moments like that. As happens for all of us, the time will come faster than I expect it to, where my body won't be able to walk to church, no matter how early I start that morning. This good moment could end very quickly. I wonder if you're like me. Whenever something good is happening, I have this voice in the back of my head that says, something bad is about to happen. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. And it affects how we live. Don't book that vacation because tomorrow you could be broke. Don't enjoy that donut because tomorrow you could have diabetes. Don't get too excited about that person, they'll just break your heart tomorrow. Something bad will happen tomorrow and it stops us from enjoying today. Jesus knew that something bad was about to happen tomorrow. The crowds think that it's just a parade, a triumphant march of a king entering his capital city, but Jesus knew how this parade ends. And still he chose to ride in it, chooses to celebrate, chooses to enjoy the moment. He doesn't let what will happen in the future stop him from being present today. I wish I was more like him. I wish I enjoyed a lot more of my life like Christ did. Let's take gardening, for example. When it comes to gardening, I think I'm a little cursed. It's not that I'm bad at gardening, I descend from a long line of serious gardeners. However, whenever I start a garden, I move the next year. It's happened a couple times where I rototilled the soil, I planted, I fertilized, I got a good garden started, and then I moved. You can't take a garden with you. And the people who move in after just sod it all. I got a little bitter about that. So I decided when I moved last that there would be no more gardening. I'll probably move in a year or two anyways, I said, and I'll garden in a future house. So 1 year goes by with no garden, 2 years, no garden, 4 years, no garden. At the 5th year, I said to myself that it looks like I'm probably going to stay here, so I might as well start gardening. I began modestly with a little raised vegetable bed and some sunflowers, and I loved it. The next year, I do more vegetables, and I let the sunflowers go wild. It was delightful. And then, guess what? After putting all that work into a garden, my life changes, and I have to move again. What's the lesson here? I could conclude that I am indeed cursed. Building a garden means that I will move. Therefore, if I want to stay put, no more gardening ever. Or maybe I should have gardened right from the start. Moving was inevitable. I don't know what year it will be, but it will eventually happen. But I have this summer, I have this season, I have today. I let worries about tomorrow stop me from delighting in today. I was being a Pharisee. The Pharisees will tell you to tone it down. You're too loud, you're too exuberant, the situation is serious, and there will be consequences in the future. Be quiet. Teacher, they said to Jesus, order your disciples to stop. Stop parading about, stop dancing, stop shouting Hosanna. The Romans will hear, the Sadducees will get upset, Jesus will get hurt. Personally, I think they were probably genuinely concerned for Jesus' safety. They might have disagreed with him, but no one wanted him to be harmed. They just wanted him to be quiet. When you know that there will be problems tomorrow, you should stay quiet today, they said. That's reasonable. But no, Jesus says, I won't tell them to stop. I won't tell them to be quiet. Today is a good day. Today the sun is shining. Today I am with you. Today is a day to celebrate regardless of what tomorrow brings. Tell them to be silent, and the stones themselves would shout. We are rejoicing today. We are shouting, Hosanna. There will be problems tomorrow. You will have financial stresses, family stresses, tragedy will strike. But that doesn't mean you can't rejoice today. Whatever tomorrow holds, today is a good day. Celebrate that. Jesus gives you permission here. When you've got a joy, you shout Hosanna. Don't let those Pharisaical fears hold you back. This is the devil using anxiety to rob you from delight. Delight is from God, just as all that is good and beautiful is of God. Relish it when you can. Welcome it as a gracious gift. Shout those hosannas in the face of Good Friday. Not only does Christ give us permission to party, to parade and praise, but he shows us how joy can be resistance. Your joy is a way of fighting back, pushing against narratives of negativity. Oppressive power wants to keep you depressed. Social media, for example, thrives when its users hate themselves a little. Corporations profit when you feel discontented. Shouting Hosanna and rejoicing in the life that you have today, finding joy in the small moments we have today, is a profound way of pushing back. Assert your joyfulness. Join in Christ's parade. It's not a naive joy. We know that there will be troubles tomorrow. But when there's hosannas in the air, oh, let's let tomorrow worry about itself. Now is the time to party. Before I end, let me just get back to gardening. After putting all of that work into the garden, I then had to move. But I knew I had one last summer with it. I could have used that last summer to be packing up the garden, grumbling about the work and money I put into it. But instead, I planted. I planted my vegetables, seeded more sunflowers, put in more berry bushes. I didn't know if I'd be there to harvest it all, but the action of gardening was itself worth it. In future days, I might be sad, but for that day, with the dirt on my hands, my soul shouted, Hosanna. I'm now in a new house with even more space for a garden, and I've changed my tune. It doesn't matter how long I might be here. I don't know what the future holds for me, but the time to plant is now. I am dedicated to celebrating every moment I have now. What joy are you withholding because you're afraid it won't last? What might you regret not celebrating today? We wave palm branches today and shout Hosanna to remember that joy is not foolish, it is faithful. We praise now, even knowing that the cross is coming, because God is here now. So wave it, sing it, shout it even, because if you don't, the stones just might. Amen.